Tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurates five projects in Ogun State. Plus, federal government lifts Twitter ban after more than 6 months clampdown. Hello there. It's good to have you join us at News at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am Anoluwapo Oluwatoki. We begin the news from the presidency. President Muhammadu Buhari earlier today in Ogun State, inaugurated some projects by the state government. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo, who reports that this is the president's first official visit in 2022, says the president expected a ceremonial guard of honor mounted by a detachment of the Nigerian Army. President Buhari, who started his military career in Ogun State, sees the visit virtually a homecoming, and the reception coded him with befitting and remarkable.
These lofty projects could not have materialized without a huge investment and commitment to security of lives and property. This has made Ogun State, one of the safest and most peaceful states in the country, and the investors' destination of choice.
Meanwhile, presidents at the Gateway City Gate Monument, 42 kilometers, Shagamu interchange Abeokuta dual carriageway to link Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, as well as two housing estates for low, medium, and high-income earners at Ogbakwe and Okemosun. Joy Popola reports that the constructed 14.5 kilometers Ijebode Mojioda Ekpe Expressway is one of the landmark projects initiated by the Dapo Abiodun-led administration.
Making day for residents of Ijebu land, most of whom have been waiting patiently for the arrival of the president to inaugurate the 14.5 kilometers road connecting Ogun State to Lagos. President Muhammadu Buhari was accompanied by his host, Governor Dapo Abiodun, and his Lagos State counterpart, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, officially inaugurated the projects. Earlier, Governor Dapo Abiodun described the project as a catalyst for economic development, as it will hasten development along that axis. The governor noted that many investors are already eager to maximize the full potentials of the road.
This road connects Lagos State through the Lekki Industrial Corridor. The Lekki Industrial Corridor is where we have the Lekki Free Zone, the Dangote Refinery, among all other manufacturing concerns that are adjacent to the state. This road also connects to the Shagamu-Benin Expressway, which is the road that leads to the southeast and the southwest part of Nigeria. This road was completely non-existent when we achieved this on the end of 2019.
The enthusiasm of having a hitch-free drive along the road is already generating excitement among the people. With this initiative, it is now a jolly good ride to Lagos, with travel time now drastically reduced. In Ijebu-Ode, Joel Ubola, NTA News.
Reactions of trade, the federal government's lift of Twitter ban, which is effective from 12 a.m. January 13, 2022. ICT correspondent Joseph Johnson, while following the developments, reports that there is a sense of gratitude in the public domain, especially for users whose livelihood were affected by the suspension.
Okay, let me bottom line this for you by rephrasing a nursery rhyme. It is no longer fly away Twitter, but rather it is now come back Twitter, meaning the bluebird is back in town. Now, it is believed that most Nigerians, especially lovers of the platform, stayed up late at night to confirm if the lift on the suspension was indeed true. Well, I did too. And as expected, tweeting and retweeting have since resumed, with perhaps some still trying to figure out or recall their handles and passwords. But as for yours truly, I got it all figured out. The federal government's decision to lift the suspension on Twitter operations after over 6 months is coming on the heels of an earlier dialogue between Twitter and the government of Nigeria, leading to Twitter agreeing to fulfill all conditions which address legal registration of operations, taxation, and management of prohibited publication in line with the Nigerian laws. Some Nigerians who heaved a sigh of relief on the lifted suspension commended the federal government for the action.
And now that it's resolved, I'm hoping that we can have some restoration of what has been lost. A lot of people were thrown out of business. A lot of people simply did their business on Twitter because Twitter has a huge demography that cuts across cultures and boundaries across continents.
I don't see that repeating itself. However, the case of fake news and the likes, there are ways that it can be managed.
For me, it's a welcome development. The stress of buying newspapers every day to be reading page by page, it has gone. With your Twitter, you just go to the trending stories.
So, shut of Twitter made me, move to and focus on Instagram and other options, which is good. I mean, it even helped me, I would say.
Recall that in June 2021, the federal government announced the suspension of Twitter after the social media platform deleted a tweet by President Muhammadu Buhari, which led to telecommunications companies eventually blocking access to Twitter after receiving a directive from the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) to that effect. As a result, research has shown that Nigeria's economy and Twitter lost billions of naira to the shutdown of the platform's operations since it came into effect. That's all in the past now, as both parties are off the table and forging ahead with the bluebird on one hand and caution on the other. So, get tweeting, Nigeria. Joseph Johnson, Nta News.
You're still watching news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time up. Please don't go away. You're welcome back. You're still watching news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. The world is united towards completely eradicating COVID-19. To this effect, efforts have been intensified to ensure that the various variants Delta, Omicron, Hyu, and the controversial Deltacron are not given room to continue with their deadly mission. In the report, Ruth Ario Samuel examines global response towards curbing the dominant variant, Omicron.
The pandemic is threatening to human existence. It started as COVID-19 and transformed into more dangerous variants. As it mutates, researchers are in finding lasting solutions to the ambitious virus. Though a new variant has emerged in France known as IHU, Omicron still remains the dominant variant and global response towards curbing the strain is strong.
We do know that the Omicron is not the last variant that we will see, and one of the ways we can fight it effectively is to continue to vaccinate and to continue to make people aware of the need and the ways we can stop transmission.
Campaigns on preventive measures, as well as enlightening people on the myths of conspiracy theories, are some of the techniques used by key players in curbing the spread. Vaccination is also a viable option to defeat the virus, as global health leaders are advocating booster doses for more protection.
We need to have the leaders talking together to design a concerted global response so that when such a thing happens in the world again, this is how we are going to respond.
Medical experts say ending the pandemic is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice, as the global death rate is not reducing. In Lagos, Ruth Ariel Samuel, NTA News.
Away from COVID 19, New Year resolution is a plan to change an undesired trait or behavior or otherwise improve on one's life at the start of a new year. In this report, Ometere Chedu samples the opinion of some respondents on this tradition.
At the end of every year, it has become a tradition for people to start the new year with hopes and aspirations to improve oneself for the better. Some respondents speak on their understanding of New Year resolution.
New Year resolution is actually a culture we all borrowed from the Western and the Eastern world. It is somebody dissolving within himself to change some undesirable behaviors or character, or possibly want to accomplish some goals, or maybe want to just generally improve your life.
Resolution is like a goal you set for yourself. Your plan of life, plan of work for the year. What you want to do and what you don't want to do.
To get better grades, make more money, start my own fashion business, basically.
This new year, my whole aim, my whole desire is to get to know God better.
I work harder for whatever I'm unable to achieve last year so that I'll be able to achieve it this year.
I want to do better in my schoolwork. I want to finish with distinction in my master's program.
To do better personally, to do better, and to be good to people, to grow my business to a larger extent and to pass my final years.
However, how possible is it for people to keep their New Year resolution till the end of the year?
To be self-principled, you have to be sure of what you have decided to do, and you don't allow anything change you or make you move away from that decision you have made, no matter who that person is. Maintain what you have decided to do as a person.
Just resolving at the beginning of the year doesn't help you. What you can do is just be determined in your heart that this is how I want to live my life.
To achieve your physical resolution, you must prepare. You don't just say you are resolved to do this without preparation. You must prepare adequately to achieve your resolution.
Making New Year resolution is inherently hopeful and optimistic. The positive view of the future, in turn, tends to motivate actions. In Lagos, Ometere Chedu, NTA News.
Wow, beautiful resolutions you have there. Annie Daniels is one reporter who has and is still ready to go right into the lion's den to extract information. So when the opportunity came for her to interact with a set of dreaded young men, Annie wasted no time to do so. The story is that out of this dreaded category of people has emerged a world-class champion, now widely celebrated.
Can we talk about Lagos and not mention Oshodi? Not at all. Until a few years ago, Oshodi was a no-go area because it was characterized by crime and criminality. These acts were perpetrated by a set of young people popularly called the area boys.
My papa, my mama, they need to get together. From small, they don't fight.
So that's why when they small, or since you come to Oshodi, you don't see before, you don't steal, you don't steal phone.
The story, bygone is bygone, sha.
Did you see that? Sleeping right on the rail track, and not even the blaring horn of a moving train could disturb his sleep.
By 4, I don't wake up. In the morning, by 4, you just sleep for house.
Are you surprised at that? Listen to more.
I don't take to marry with my wife. The under bridge. I don't born 2 children.
For fear of losing my bag, I held tightly onto it. Then I got this response.
Please don't if I see waiting, person may want see my own something done. I want pursue am. You go say that before, you go hear thief for this side, you go hear thief for this side.
They might be right. Or what can you say about 19 years old Fawaz Adeoye, an area boy and commercial bus conductor? who lived under the popular Oshodi Bridge, but now a trophy-winning chess player.
Mental math is a game of thorough calculation and concentration. It's a game of sense.
Like his colleagues under the bridge, Fawaz got involved in crimes, but today he has become a source of inspiration to others, including me, after he performed excellently in chess and mental maths.
My joy is full because since I was born, nobody has identified with me. But today I've become famous. Everybody wants to pose for a photograph with me. My joy is full.
This is made possible by Tunde Onokoya, convener, Chairs in Slum Africa Initiative.
It's not enough to just say that these people are criminals, right? They also deserve opportunities. They deserve a chance at a better life.
These Nigerians are sure of a brighter tomorrow for these area boys.
This is the first step. The second step is to make sure we rehabilitate them, and going forward, we reintegrate them back into the ones that want to go back to school, the ones that want to learn vocational skills.
But instead of spending 10 million on a party, why don't you spend 3 or 4 million and then take 6 million and join me or anybody to rehabilitate a lot of these people so that they can be useful to society?
Will I be wrong to say, in spite of their backgrounds, more Fawaz Adoyes are sure to spring up from these area boys and those elsewhere? In Lagos, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
From all of us, we say big congratulations to Honey Daniels. And that's the news. Many thanks for being part of it. Benga Oloyede is standing by for the Yoruba translation of the news. I am Anuluapo Oluwatoke. Good evening.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Muhammadu Buhari ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àtúnṣe ojú pópónà tó tó ní ìwọ̀n 14.5 kìlómítà tó wà ní ojú pópónà Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde Mùjọ́dá Ẹ̀pẹ́, ọ̀kan nínú àgbékalẹ̀ ojú ọ̀nà tí ìṣèjọba gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣíṣọ lójú rẹ̀ ní àsìkò ìdílálejò ọlọ́jọ́ kan rẹ̀ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Bí ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti ṣe gbésẹ̀ kúrò nínú fífi òfin de lílo ẹ̀rọ Twitter, ìgbésẹ̀ náà tó wáyé lónìí ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fa awuyewuye lọ́tùn lósì láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ìlú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bíbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣàmúlò ẹ̀rọ Twitter ọ̀hún tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí sọ wípé yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní aago 12 òru òní tí í ṣe ọjọ́ 13 oṣù kínní ọdún tí a wà yìí. Látàrí ìgbésẹ̀ náà ló mú gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣàmúlò ẹ̀rọ ayélujára Twitter ọ̀hún ni wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dunnú gbé òṣùbà sàdánkátà fún ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lórí ìgbésẹ̀ náà tó wáyé nínú oṣù kínní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tuntun. Bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n gbẹ́sẹ̀ kúrò lórí lílo ẹ̀rọ Twitter náà túbọ̀ lo àsìkò yìí ṣe kìlọ̀kìlọ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ẹ̀dá tí wọ́n ṣàmúlò ẹ̀rọ Twitter lọ́nà tí kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti jọ̀wọ́ yẹra fún lílo ẹ̀rọ Twitter lọ́nà tó lè fa ìpalára bá ètò ìṣèjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo ìparí ọdún ló kún fún ọ̀pọ̀ kíkọ onírúurú àkọsílẹ̀ kan tàbí ìkejì, èyí tí ọ̀pọ̀ ènìyàn ń fọkàn sí wípé ohun ọ̀tun yóò wáyé látàrí ọ̀pọ̀ yanturu méní méjì ìpàdánù lọ́tùn lósì tí ó ti bá ọdún tó wá sópin lọ. Bákan náà tí wọ́n sì tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ àkọsílẹ̀ òmíràn fún ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tuntun. Ṣùgbọ́n ìbéèrè ni wípé kí ni àǹfààní àkọsílẹ̀ ohun tí ènìyàn ń retí nínú ọdún tuntun, pàápàá èyí tí gbogbo ènìyàn ìlú ń retí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nínú àwọn ènìyàn tí ikọ̀ akọ̀ròyìn wa fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò sọ di mímọ̀ wípé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tuntun jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ àgbékalẹ̀ ohun ọ̀tun tí ènìyàn kò lè fọwọ́rọ́ sẹ́yìn láti béèrè fún ohun kan tàbí ìkejì tí wọ́n retí láti gbéṣe nínú ìlànà ìrìn àjò wọn nínú ọdún tuntun. Wọ́n wá lo àsìkò yìí béèrè fún ìdàgbàsókè ọ̀tun tí yóò ran mùtúmùwà àwùjọ lọ́wọ́ kí oníkálukú bá lè jẹ àǹfààní ọ̀hún láti lè mú kí àlá rere wọn ní inú ọdún wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Tọ́ kò sọ́jọ́ ta sùn ta jí tí ò rẹni ọpẹ́ la ó máa dú ànídáràn. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ń kí yín ire o.
Nta 10 Station for Excellence.
Teens Can Cook Foundation, in collaboration with the Nigerian Television Authority Nta Lagos, present the second edition of Teens Can Cook competition. For registration and participation, obtain a form of 5,000 naira from Nta Yaba Lagos office or at number 56 of Levy Road, Salvation Bus Stop, Ikeja, Lagos. The winner gets an all-expense-paid trip to the United Kingdom. The first runner-up gets a laptop. The second runner-up gets a set of cookers. The third runner-up, a multifunctional dryer. And the fourth runner-up gets a set of non-stick pans. Hurry now and register. For inquiries, call the NTA Marketing Manager on 0816 0087 or Duayo on 0805 111 3510.
This Cook Foundation, in conjunction with the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, is coming to life in January. Register yourself. Don't miss out.
Teens Can Cook, uncovering the prominent chef in you.
You are watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority. For more information and news updates, visit our website at www.nta.ng, or you can follow us on Twitter at NTA News Now, or you can like us on Facebook at NTA Network News. Stay connected on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/NTA News Online. Watch our live stream at www.nta.ng/live. NTA, you can't beat the rich.
Is how we do it, and this is what we do.
When we celebrate, we live for champagne.
Right now, we are at the reception.